Welcome back to part 4. So, 5 things that I took away from this experience. Once again, this is not a review of this course or the mentor, because even though I'm talking about it all in a positive situation, there are definitely things that maybe didn't work for me or I felt that could have been done better, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about that process of investing in yourself and investing in yourself at a different kind of level, like I'm just doing a freebie, I'm just doing a webinar. No, like, let's take things up a notch, because maybe the fact that you're watching this and you've got to part 4, you are craving some of that. So I urge you to explore it. I urge you to ask some big questions of yourself and expect some big answers as well, and then take some big action. So number 1, the thing that I really took away, I loved, and I can so go back to this place. I loved being in an environment where people saw more than where I was right now. So often when I was turning up for these calls, I was so tired, or sometimes I'd be like holding Luna and like turning my camera because I was rocking her and I didn't want everybody to feel seasick. So sometimes I just felt really emotional. It felt like a lot. But these people, what they were doing, consciously or unconsciously, was they kept like almost holding up, just by showing their business, like what was possible. And they kept reminding me that I was capable of more of where I was in that moment. So when people talk about manifestation and they might talk about increasing their income, the key is not to focus on where you are right now. Like, I'm in my overdraft. It's like, how can I make money? Where do I need to go next? What do I need to sell? What do I need to talk about? That's a much more positive action, because focusing on right where you are now doesn't necessarily help you. And so being part of this process reminded me that the stage that I was in, that felt really tired, really exhausting, really all-consuming and overwhelming, like I would get the payoff later down the line. And there would be times where I wouldn't be in my joggers and I would be able to go out and do what I wanted to do in the world. And actually, that did happen, and it happened within the 12 months. And there was one particular job that I did in terms of acting, which I'm going to talk about in another video, where I earned more money in 2 days' work than I had in a year's salary. Not that year, but like early on in the stages. And it was just such a reminder to me that actually things can happen really quickly and surprisingly, and that's really exciting. Number 2, day-to-day encouragement. And this is why I offer encouragement, support, accountability when I work with people one-on-one. The ride to growth and expansion and doing what you say that you're going to do, and it always makes me want to cry on YouTube the whole time. It's not easy. And people who say it is all the time, I mean, yes, there is ease and flow, and you know when you're on and you know when you're off, but you do have wobbles. You do have days where you're like, come on now, I really need a breakthrough. Even if it's like those days where it's raining, it's like, will the sun ever come out again? When you're in that headspace. And that's why encouragement on the daily is really important. I've been doing this in my 15-minute habit, this sense of no matter what happens, I have that 15-minute per day for myself. And that is so, so crucial, because no matter what else is going on in life, in business, in the world, I've got that 15 minutes to come back to reconnect with. And that's why the accountability part is so important when I work with clients, because it's that sense of reconnection, that place and space of support of, yes, I know these people need me in this capacity, but actually here I can talk about my dreams and feel safe and excited. And yeah, I just love being able to do that for people. Number 3, it really made me be sharp, be in the room, and be in the game. And that is why I have continued after that year long to always be part of something to a bigger or a lesser degree. And I never want to be one of those practitioners. You know, when I was at drama school back in 2000, it was an excellent drama school. We had so much access to practitioners and directors and experts. And I always noticed the ones who almost just everything was about what they'd done in the past. And they would approach this interaction with a very sort of like sitting back in their chair. And this is not like a physical thing or an age thing, is that they'd almost lost interest. They'd done all of their stuff previously. And then I noticed the people who came in and they were right there with you. They were in the room. They had energy. They had connection. They had curiosity. And I think if you work in this self-development phase, you can't operate from that place of, I know it all. I've done all of these things, da, 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 da. You have to be on your game. You have to be going through the process, because otherwise, if you're not, I think you lose your edge, you lose your empathy, you lose your sense of playfulness, of like being in the space, remembering what it's like. And I think sometimes things can just get a bit automated and a bit stale and a bit sterile. And that was always a good reminder for me. Keep investing, because that's what I'm requiring of my clients. 2 more things of this series. It's not that complicated and it's totally possible. This was really apparent to me being in this course. And it's not like I was going in going, oh my God, like you've got that business. Not in the slightest, but I couldn't believe the amounts of money that people were making from a very niche thing or a very straightforward thing, because I think so many of us thought the business had to be complicated. We thought that it would have to be all of these things and offering all these things and oh my goodness, so much. And actually these people were like, no, I just do this. I just do this one thing and I sell it to 10 people and I make 100 grand a year because each of the packages are 10 grand and that's what I do. And then I take the summer off. I'm like, what? You take the summer off? How does that work? And that was so interesting to me. So if you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling that things are hard, find people who find it easy, who are very uncomplicated, where things are simplified. And I always aim to do that with my clients. You know, is there another way? Can I show you a part of this puzzle or a perspective on this vision that you're not quite seeing yet? Can I show you that? Can I help you with that? Can I guide you with that? Yeah, I love it. I love it because then people have that, oh, I get it. Oh, I can't believe, oh, right. Okay, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. And I really love that bit. Finally, the end of that process was about acknowledging all of the things that I had done, but it was also a nudge, a reminder to now dream a bigger dream. And this is not about being like bigger and bolder and brighter and snazzier and a Rolex watch or any of that sort of fancy stuff on the outside. It was a reminder to myself that I am so much more capable of things than I thought I was. And so why am I not playing bigger? Why am I in this like safe little pocket? And yeah, it really gave me that impetus of like, it's time to step things up. Because again, I had shown through that process that I had skin in the game as well. And it changed the kinds of clients that I work with, the possibilities that were open. And yeah, it was very, very juicy. So if you want to come and play, let's have a chat. That's probably the best way. Let me know what you want, what you're after, where you want to go next. It's all confidential. Send me a message via my website. Look into the kinds of things that I have to offer and let's chat further. Lots of love. Bye.